Hey guys, I'm Boot. We're in New Jersey and we are back with another update on the F150 project. So, some crazy, stupid luck happened in the last week. I went to my local shop. I've mentioned I'm a parts guy. I deliver parts for a living. And so I went to one of the local shops and I was talking to the guy, and he was showing me they have a 10-speed transmission that's like this record-breaking transmission. And it's like a 10-speed. They put it in this really friggin' sweet old car with a Whipple on it. And he took the cover off and he was showing me the props inside the Whipple intake. They look like friggin' boat props, dude. They're huge. It's going to be awesome. Anyways, so I said to him, like, you guys work on a lot of old cars. Like, where do you get your parts from? Like, I'm having trouble getting ahead for my truck. And he's like, yeah, we go through, like, Summit Racing has a commercial, brand and this and that and the other. And he's like, what kind of car is it? And I'm like, it's a 300 straight 6, 4.9 liter. He's like, 300 straight 6? We just did a head for a performance head on one the other day. There should be one outside. Do you want it? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So we walk outside and he pulls it out of the scrap, and he's like, yeah, man, it's good. I'm like, I'm looking at it and it's exactly the same head as mine, only it's beautifully clean, has good plugs still in it. Like, they just took it off a driving truck. And so, like, through some dumb luck, man, and I made sure to hook these guys up with a 30 pack. Like, I was just like, thank you so much. This, like, is everything to me right now. So through dumb luck and awesome connections with an awesome shop, they hooked me up. This head has been such a nightmare to find. And, with this dumb luck thing, I think I might be able to get this job done, like, so much quicker. Rather than having to take it to a shop and get it machined and then hope it's not cracked, here I have a good running, head that just came off another vehicle because they wanted to upgrade the head. I don't want an upgrade, man. I want a standard old Ford head, and it is exactly that. I cleaned it up the other day. I'm going to do a leak test on it, but today what I want to get done is the fuel injection. I bought some rebuild kits, and I bought a tester/cleaning setup, so I'm going to run through that. I'm going to show you guys what that's about. All right, guys, so I'm using this Gum Out Carbon Choke Parts Cleaner. It was like $5 at Walmart. I've got my injectors all sitting here, and as you can see, there are 2 of them that don't have O-rings on them. There were only 4 O-rings in this kit, but luckily I thought ahead and I bought a rebuild kit to change all the filters. I took all the pintle caps off, pintle caps, whatever they're called. I took all them off, and then I got this nifty kit where I can take this and the injector goes into here, and then at the bottom I can put it on top of that can of spray and spray cleaner through it. But I also got this guy, which is an injector tester. So basically I can set it to be open or closed. I can also set it to be on and run for a specific amount of time. So I'm going to do that as I clean them through because they are pretty gross. I mean, I see what looks like a ball in the end of that or something, but I don't see it in all of them. Do I? That one's nice and varnished up. So yeah, these are really dirty. These are really gross and varnished up, and they're not gonna, they're probably not gonna be spraying too well into the engine, aside from also not having 2 of the O-rings on them. But let's go ahead and start cleaning these up and see how it goes. Okay, so basically, as you can see, I've got the injector here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the tester kit. So the tester kit has some wires that come out of it. It can test 2 injectors at once, but you want to try to keep these paired between the red ones and the black ones because they are actually paired to set 2 of them off. And I don't want to do that. I just want to run one at a time. So I'm going to take this first set right here and hook it up to the injector. I do not have a positive and negative thing here, but I'm just going to go ahead and put positive on this side and negative on this side. Okay, once that's in, we can go ahead and fit it into our adapter here, like so. Okay, so, and then we can put it on top. Of course, I have to hook this up to the car with these cables, and then I'm going to spray the stuff through, and hopefully I can get a shot of that. I'm going to go ahead and hook up my battery to the tester. Wires need to be pulled apart a little bit. Positive to negative. I just dropped it all on the fucking thing here. And positive to positive. So as you can see, we have power to the tester. I'm going to go ahead and switch the mode to let's try a short pulse and see if that works. So let's see if we can hear that. Yep, I can hear it. All right, let's go for a medium pulse. There we go, so we can hear it working. We're gonna go ahead and open up our can of gum out. We are going to remove the little cap from it. Where they make these so they don't come off sometimes, but that's just that. We've got this on top of here. This is now lined up, and I also have to hold the ignition, the injector, I should say. I have to hold the injector because the injector will come off with the pressure of the air from the can. So let's do a long burst and see if we can get this working. No, that's a no-go. We didn't get nothing. We got covered in it. That's what happened. So this is not working the way it should be. Nope, this does not want to seal. There we go. And we are pulsing. We are pulsing. We've got nothing coming out of this freaking thing here. Oh, my Lanta. That was so much, so much. And of course, I got it on the machine. Now, I've seen the review on this machine, and if you get it on the machine, it starts to wear away this plastic covering. It makes it look like shit, which I don't really care. I mean, the idea is that it's supposed to work. I mean, I can hear it working, but the problem is just this injector is just shit. It's just completely clogged, but there's literally nothing coming out of it, which is telling me that the relay inside is working, but the ignition is not good. So I'm going to disconnect that one, and I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and spray that. Oh, nope. Wow, it really comes out. Like, it really comes out. You can't even, like, hold it. Oh, we are getting some spray, though. It's awful. It is awful. It's absolutely awful. I have a feeling I'm going to need some injectors for this thing. Okay, so these four right here are no good. They don't spray at all, or they spray very shitty. These two were decent, and so now I'm going to have to buy new ones of these. They all seem to work, but they're just clogged as shit, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll soak them, see what I can do with that, but I'm going to do some research online and see what I can do with that. So guys, basically I tested every single one of them, and every single one of them was just piddly pissing. Well, actually only two of them were. The other ones have some kind of clog. I'm assuming there must have been rust in the gas tank. Dude rebuilt the gas tank, put a new one in. So I'm assuming there was probably rust or something in there that got stuck in the injector and is completely clogging the injector. Now I got to pull the trigger on some new injectors. So I'm going to do a little research and see what I find. Okay guys, so this is a tool, this is a filter removal tool. There are actually filters inside of these plugs, and by spinning the end you can retract and push out the screw head here. So basically I'm going to show you how it works. You take the top end of the injector and you just screw it in. You screw it into it. You can do this with a regular screw, but this thing is really neat and it helps out a lot. So you just give it a couple turns into there, and then you can just spin this back one. And what that does is it pulls it in, and it will pull the filter out of the end of the... There we go, I felt it come out. So now I'll pull this. And when that comes apart, you can see now that the filter is trapped on the end of the screw. So, and I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It looks like just a bottom piece. But it doesn't look very bad, but it does look very old. So I'm hoping that this is what's wrong with the... injectors, that it's just clogged up in the filter. But I'm going to take these filters out and try to run it through again and see if I can get any success with it. I've seen people tap them on stuff to try to get that ball to release, but I'm just going to try taking out these filters and seeing if I can spray it through. And so guys, here are the filters and the O-rings. They are not in the greatest shape. They're pretty hard. I can definitely tell that they're old and worn and used. There's a little bit of flexibility in some of these green ones, and I mean I could reuse them, but I don't want to because they're crushed and they're old. You can just tell. They don't look horrible, but they do look pretty worn, pretty like possibly dirty, rusty even. I'm gonna try to spray these through again and see if maybe we can get some, get some actual spray from them, but these ends look just awful. Filters weren't it. It's clogged up. These tips are just clogged, whether it be with rust and God only knows what. I don't have any kind of ultrasonic thing to put them in, nothing like that. So I did happen to find on Amazon, like for $100, a set of injectors that only have 2 reviews on it, and the one review is just a 5-star review. The other one is a, like, hey, I dropped these in my, 96 F150 and they work. They're perfectly, usable. With that said, I think I'm going to pull the trigger for $100. It's not a bad deal to get 6 injectors, even if, there's a couple of them that don't work. For $100, it's not a bad idea, especially just to get me going. If I have to replace the injectors one by one later at a more expensive, price point, then I will. But right now, it's just about getting this damn thing together and getting it running. Well, guys, basically, no luck. No amount of spray, no amount of scrubbing, whatever it is, did these things any good. So I decided to go online and just pull the trigger for the $100. They should come in the next couple days, and then we will start making another video. So with that said, thank you guys for joining me on this journey. It's been wild so far, and I can't wait for you to see what comes next. So I'll see you there. Bye, guys.